Hi, hello, my name is Kat, if you don't know me, and welcome to the coziest corner of the internet. So if you've seen my most recent videos, you'll know I just got my hands on a Steam Deck, which is a handheld console by Valve. I've been so enjoying playing my entire Steam library on a handheld console and being able to transfer saves between my PC and deck. So far, after a few weeks of playing on my Steam Deck, I only have amazing things to say, but I've also collected a little bit of a list of games I've been playing the most. Not all of these are optimized for Steam Deck, but they're the ones that I want to pick up the most. I've organized today's list from most played to least so you can get an idea of which ones I pick up the most. Anyways, without further ado, let's get to the list. Disney Dreamlight Valley is first on the list, which has become my absolute obsession. Explore a world filled with the magic of Disney as you discover rich stories and build the perfect neighborhood alongside Disney and Pixar heroes and villains in this new life sim adventure game. Welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley. This game is so addicting and I literally have no regrets. I've been playing this rather stubbornly on Game Pass Cloud, but you can get it on Steam. It took a little bit of finicking to get Game Pass on my Steam Deck, but so far I've really been enjoying getting to play my entire library of Game Pass games for free. According to Steam, if you get the game through Steam itself, the game is playable, which is not verified, but the only warning it has is that some of the text might be a bit small, which you'll just need to zoom into. I will say my version of the game does crash a little bit, but I think that's more to do with my internet and the fact that I'm streaming it through Game Pass instead of directly on Steam Deck. The next one is one I keep recommending, but I just can't put it down. It's Wildflowers. Join Tara on a heartfelt journey to become a witch in Wildflowers. Farm by day and cast spells by night as you craft your cottagecore life and bond with your coven. Come to know and love the fully voice-acted characters of Fairhaven as you unravel a local mystery. Wildflowers just had to be on this list because it's literally so addicting. I can't get over how immersive the story is and how all the characters are just so fascinating and fun to interact with. It runs perfectly on Steam Deck and is in fact verified, which means it's gone through lots of testing and runs super smoothly. It's the perfect cozy game with lots of farming, lots of wholesome story, plus a little bit of that extra witchy vibe that we're all so enjoying lately. Another verified Steam Deck game on the list, the next is Cat Cafe Manager. Travel to the sleepy village of Cotterwall Way and rebuild your grandfather's cat cafe. Renovate your restaurant, befriend the local cats and townsfolk, forge lasting friendships, unravel catty mysteries, and build a home for dozens of unique felines. Like I said, this game is verified on Steam Deck, so it runs absolutely smoothly. I've been playing this game a lot while I watch TV because it's one of those games that you can kind of just like set up all your tasks and chill back while you're doing something else. It's super addicting and the art style is so cute. I can't recommend it enough. If you liked Calico, but you wanted something a bit more management style like Bear and Breakfast, you definitely need to pick up this game. Next is a calm and relaxing adventure game. It's Slime Rancher 2. Continue the adventures of Beatrix LeBeau as she journeys across the Slime Sea to Rainbow Island, a land brimming with ancient mysteries and bursting with wiggly new slimes to wrangle in the sequel to the smash hit Slime Rancher. I've actually never played Slime Rancher before, so I was really surprised by this game. It's literally so calming and relaxing, I could play for hours. This game doesn't have any information listed on whether or not it's compatible with Steam Deck, but I have had absolutely no problems with it so far. You can definitely tell that they've made this game with controller support in mind, so that kind of thing really translates well to the Steam Deck controls and how it will play. I've had this game for ages and I am totally in love with the series. It's my time at Sandrock. Travel to the desert community of Sandrock and take on the role of a fledgling builder. Use your trusty toolset to gather resources, construct machines, and turn your rundown workshop into a well-oiled production facility to save the town from the jaws of economic ruin. My Time at Portia was one of my absolute favorite games. I had it on both Switch and PC because I was just so obsessed with it. The sequel, My Time at Sandrock, is still in early access, so I was a little bummed that I couldn't get it on Switch right away, but now that I have Steam Deck and I can transfer my saves from PC, it is such a game changer. The game is listed as playable on Steam Deck, and the only warning it has is that some of the text might be a bit too small to read. I will say this is the only game on the list that have had some issues with crashing in the game, which I've never experienced in the PC version, but the game is early access and I imagine those issues will be resolved in the full release. Another game I love to play while I watch Gilmore Girls for the 300th time.
How many cups have you had this morning?
None.
Plus?
5.
It's Power Wash Simulator. Release the pressure with Power Wash Simulator. Wash away your worries with the soothing sounds of high-pressure water. Fire up your power washer and blast away every speck of dirt and grime you can find, all with the simple satisfaction of power washing to a sparkling finish. Before getting the Steam Deck, I primarily played this game multiplayer with friends, but since being able to play it handheld, I'm finding myself going and reaching for it a lot more than usual and playing it solo while I watch TV or blast some music. I haven't tried the multiplayer yet on Steam Deck, but I'll let you guys know once I've tried it. It's verified on Steam Deck, and I can confirm it runs really, really smoothly. It did take me some time to learn the controls because I don't normally play with a controller for Power Wash. I play with my keyboard, but once you get a hang of it, it's really easy and really simple and really, really enjoyable. Another new favorite of mine, this next game, is I Was a Teenage Exacolonist. Spend your teenage years on an alien planet in this narrative RPG with card-based battles. Explore, grow up, and fall in love. The choices you make and skills you master over 10 years will determine the course of your life and the survival of your colony. As you all well know, I love a narrative, emotional storyline, and this game is perfect for fall vibes and something to really just cozy up to and fall in love with. It is extremely well written, and all the characters have really fascinating storylines, and I believe there's multiple ways that you can play the game and multiple endings. There's no information on its Steam Deck compatibility, but it does have controller support, which I can confirm works fine on Steam Deck. And although the text might be a bit small in some of the areas, it mainly works really, really well on deck. I was kindly gifted a copy of the newly released deluxe version of this game. It's Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, a story-driven action-adventure combining exploration with fast-paced combat. Untangle the past as Kenna, a young spirit guide in search of the sacred mountain shrine. Help free the spirits trapped in a forgotten village with the help of the Rot, her adorable yet powerful spirit companions. If you like Breath of the Wild and Horizon Zero Dawn, you need to play Kenna Bridge of Spirits. It's open world with lots of exploring, with a Pixar-esque art style and a companion system similar to Pikmin games. This game is verified on Steam Deck, and I can confirm it runs beautifully. I originally played this game on PS5, and it's been so nice to jump back into the story, see what they've added in the deluxe edition, but also just enjoy the story in a handheld version. I've had this game in my backlog forever, and I finally got around to playing it. It's Endling Extinction is Forever. As the last mother fox on Earth, your cubs need all your care to survive in a merciless world that slowly destroys itself. You have to help them, teach them, and save them. And you should never forget that extinction is forever. As most of you know, a sad, cozy game with incredible art style is my absolute favorite genre. This game reminds me a lot of Firewatch with a really heavy storyline and some beautiful art. There is a demo available, so if you wanted to try it out before you purchase, I definitely recommend looking that up. It's also verified on Steam Deck, and because it's a very minimalist game with minimalist controls, it's really easy to transfer over. I also highly recommend you cuddle up with this game and use your best headphones that you have, because the music is absolutely exceptional. Last but not least, newly released narrative game, it's Wayward Strand. Wayward Strand is a heartfelt story told in a curious way. Hop aboard an airborne hospital and meet its fully voiced cast of eclectic characters. As time passes for everyone on board, explore the interwoven lives of the patients and staff. Discover something new on each and every playthrough. This is definitely a game I play more on PC just because there's a lot of text and it can sometimes be small, but because it is fully voice acted, that makes a lot of it much easier to play on Steam Deck. There's no information on how compatible it is with Steam Deck, but so far I haven't had any issues, and because it's so calming and relaxing, it's the perfect game to play in bed. Anyways, that's it for the list today. I hope you found some new games to play. A lot of the games on this list were gifted to me, and I really, really want to say thank you to all the developers and publishers for trusting me with their games. I do want to note before we end that even though these are gifted, I wouldn't include them on the list if they weren't games that I would highly recommend, and I can tell you I've been sinking hours into a lot of them. Nearly every game on this list is also from an indie developer, and I just wanted to shout out just indie developers in general and really encourage you guys to go and support them through wishlisting these items on Steam, purchasing them of course, or trying out their demos. And of course, if you've watched this far, let me know down in the comments what games are you enjoying the most on Steam Deck. As per usual, if you've enjoyed the video, if you don't mind liking it and subscribing to the channel, it means the absolute world to me. And if you'd like to watch me play some games and have some chill chats, don't forget to join us over on Twitch at twitch.tv/cozygamercat. We would absolutely love to have you. Anyways, that's it for me today. I hope you have the coziest day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.